This week on Wild West Bass Trail.
It's a big lake.
Yeah, get him! Woo!
Wild West, baby.
Let's do this!
Time to get her done.
Top Western pros take on Lake Mohave.
Get the net, that's a big fish. Look at that big black bass.
There you go.
There he is.
Got it.
Woo! Ah!
Got him. That's the biggest fish I've ever caught out of.
This is a good one.
We got to capitalize on every bite and not miss one today.
Wild West, Lake Mohave, 2017. I'm ready to go. Let's get this started.
Good morning and welcome to day 2 here on Lake Mohave of the Wild West Bass Trail Pro-Am event. Day 1 was a great day for our anglers. It wasn't easy. Only about 1/3 of our pro field brought in a limit, but the guys that did find the fish found good ones. Our average fish caught was just under 3 pounds for both the pro and the co-anglers. Our top 5 anglers are within 1.07 pounds of each other, led by Johnny Johnson at 1861. Our top 12 anglers are within 3.5 pounds of each other and include awesome sticks like Richard Dobbins out of Northern California, Bryant Smith, our champion from last season, and Randy Pearson. It's anybody's event and it could be an awesome day out here on Lake Mohave.
Yesterday kind of keyed me into a little bit where I think they are, at least. I don't know if they'll be there today, but I'm going to give her hell.
Seems like where I am up there is always pretty much has a little bit of a breeze. And that's what I learned the second practice day was you got to stick around that breeze. You got to stick around that wind. So that's why I really kind of stuck around the areas that I did. They were forecasting for quite a bit of wind today, but I'm not really seeing it right now. Hopefully it picks up.
You know, we're gonna go give them a run for their money. Right now we're up on the north end, up by Cottonwood Cove. You got the south end, which is down towards Laughlin. Up here we got more shallow flats where the smallmouth like to get up onto the spawn fish net. Nice one. Largemouth. Yeah! Good start. Hold the net for me real quick. Good start today.
Ran about, I don't know, 5 miles down the lake. Towards the south end. Still in the main basin though. And I'm just kind of fishing little pockets. Not so much the actual pocket though, but the bank that leads into the pocket. They've kind of been in between from what I've seen in the mornings. Just trying to cover water. If there's a secondary point, you know, that's always better.
Angler David Valdivia, sitting in 6th place after day 1, is locked onto sight fishing. General Tire Pro Ty Au is off to a good start. Having already landed 2 keepers, he is determined to move into the top 10 and fish tomorrow. But Lake Mohave has been a challenge.
You know, Mohave is one of the clearest reservoirs I've ever been to. You can see down 30 feet in some areas, and you know what, it's like Sea World out there to me. And you know, I saw every fish that I caught today. It was a pretty cool deal. Because you know what's better than 4 days of fishing? 5 days of fishing. So.
It's really crazy right now to catch these fish. You can catch them on the point or you can catch them all the way in the backs of cuts. They're moving, some are moving up, some are still staging. Not a whole lot on beds at all. Here in the next couple of weeks, it's gonna be wide open. The water temperature is gonna move up. Right now we've got 56, 57 degrees. Once it hits, you know, that 60-degree mark, which is what it does in the afternoon, I think that's why the fishing's a little bit better in the afternoon. The fish get a little bit more active then.
Oh, there we go. Oh, get the net, that's a big fish. Oh my goodness. That's a good smallmouth right there, son. Look at that big black bass. All right, I'm on the board. It's not a giant, but boy, he looked bigger than that in the water, didn't he? Son, little Cinco bass. That's a start. Probably a 2-pounder.
Our anglers are catching them, the action's heating up. We'll be right back.
Want to achieve the highest performance out of your outboard engine? Introducing the newest product from the makers at Lucas Oil, Marine Fuel Treatment and Injector Cleaner. Lucas Marine Fuel Treatment stabilizes fuel and eliminates corrosion. It cleans and lubricates the complete fuel system. Perfect for marine outboard applications. Eliminates the need for higher octane fuels and will not void your warranty. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
Is there a place where the underwater images are the clearest you've ever seen? We're seeing every fish, we're seeing every detail of structure, and where every bottom contour was visible, where whatever you wanted to see below the surface was real. Do you want to go? Structure Scan 3D is the future of fishing. We can show you how to find fish faster and catch fish in a way you've never experienced. Let's get them.
Total performance. Nowhere could it be more defined than in the Ranger Z series. With unparalleled advancements, these rigs are driven to dominate. Coupled with Evinrude E-Tech's unrivaled performance and up to 500 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance, they're the ultimate fishing machines. The legendary leadership of the Ranger Z500 series. It's the kind of feeling nothing else can touch. Power your Ranger with Evinrude E-Tech.
Wild West Bass Trail is brought to you by Lucas Oil Marine Products, made in America, sold to the world. Ranger Boats, driven to dominate. By Gator Guards, the ultimate in boat protection. Costa, see what's out there. By Dobbins Rods, fish to win. And by Yamamoto Custom Baits, because what you fish matters.
Welcome to the Wild West Bass Trail Pro-Am event here, half in Arizona, half in Nevada on beautiful Lake Mohave. Gary, the first thing I notice about this lake when we're flying in, we come and look at it, it's giant, 64 miles long, 200 miles of shoreline. These guys have a huge playing field this week, don't they?
You know, they really do, and there's literally hundreds and hundreds of coves and pockets for these fish to move back into. Tremendous amount of water to fish. The anglers are not going to be crowded at all. They just got to find the fish.
Gary, the first thing I noticed being out here this morning for the first time is this is gin clear water. I mean, I'm seeing the bottom in 25 feet. That's intimidating for a bass fisherman. How are these guys going to catch those fish?
These fish live in clear water, so it's really not that big a deal. I think the anglers are going to do the best in this event are the guys that are covering large amounts of water. So there'll be some drop shot and stuff going on, but I think the guys that do really well are going to be fishing fast, reaction baits, spinner baits, crank baits, swim baits, and just covering large amounts of water.
This is going to be awesome, folks. We're going to see power fishing in gin clear water and giant smallmouth come to the scales. Let's get right out to the action.
Last year's champion Brian Smith is on some early action.
Jeez.
But it may not be exactly what he expected.
It's not the size I was looking for, obviously, but to get one in the boat feels good. I would have loved to have him yesterday. There's one. That's a better one.
Brian is targeting smallmouth with a small bone-colored swim bait.
There we go. A little better. Getting there. 2.5. Eat that swim bait again on the fall. First couple cranks every time.
Some of the baits that really played a huge part of this event were little 4-inch swim baits rigged on about a 1/4 head. Some of these guys are fishing them on the bottom, but most of the time they're covering water with them. They're strictly using them like a crankbait, search bait, great little shad imitation. And again, you can cover a lot of water with these baits. It's a sight bait, the fish can see it a long ways, a little bit of vibration, but these desert lakes, it's sight fishing.
Every fish I caught yesterday had my swim bait down its throat. It was gone. And they eat it almost in the first 10 feet of your cast.
Ninth place, Dobbins Rod Pro Randy Pearson is experiencing a midday lull.
It's about time to get something rolling again. Get a little bit momentum back in the boat. This is a bait that I've been using. It's just a Yamamoto spider jig 5-inch, and I got it rigged with a 3/8 ounce football head because I'm fishing actually really shallow. I'm fishing probably 4 to 10 feet deep. Here we go. Yes! Oh, all right. There's fish number 3. It's a nice 2.5 pounder.
Fourth place, Lake Mohave is having another good day.
I think I got about 15 pounds in the live well for 5 fish. And I mean, I'm catching everything on the weightless Ica. And just letting it fall and just basically dead sticking it and, you know, shaking it on slack line. And that's how every one of my fish has came this week, so. Wild West Bass Trail 2017, come get you some.
Tough day. It was a rough one, let me tell you.
From hero to zero.
Day 1 leader Johnny Johnson falls out of the top 10 and will not fish tomorrow.
Brian Smith, boat number 35, Brian. A little tougher day today.
4 fish in the boat, 1076.
Today was brutal. Today I really had to work for them. I had 4 fish by 10 o'clock, and you know, I was kind of ahead of my schedule that I had going, and I didn't get a bite after 10 o'clock.
Building on their day 1 weights, Jesse Milisevich and Kevin Wiggins hold on to the 8th and 7th transfer spots.
Yesterday, the last boater take off today, Justin Kerr, 1660.
You know, being perfect to me is my number 1 thing, and I have not been perfect this week, so still to be in the top 10 is still a good thing, and hopefully I'm perfect tomorrow.
Mitch Southern advances from 7th to 5th with a solid limit, while Randy Pearson delivers a strong bag to take over the 4th slot. Looking to advance, 11th place Ty Au brings a good bag to the scales.
1725. Tell us, man, how you feel? I feel great. Boat number 25, Troy
Linder brings another big bag to the scales.
1560. You were in 5th place going in, right?
Yeah. I figure I needed about 13 maybe to make the cut, so it was a little bit tougher today, but I still caught them.
Then, Lake Mohave steps to the scales.
How you doing? Good, 5 fish string. Look at this, folks. 1937, that's one solid sack.
I'm pretty confident. You know, I'd be happy if I can bring, 15 pounds in, but anything more than that, pretty confident I can probably get around that, but we'll see, it's fishing, so.
$3.5 pound smallmouth, 4.5 pound largemouth. Lake Mohave is really kicking out the fish. We'll be right back.
For over 30 years, Lucas Oil has provided the very best products for the land and sea. From this success stems another amazing product from the Lucas Marine lineup, Lucas Slick Mist Marine Speed Wax. Just spray it on and wipe it off. Lucas Marine Speed Wax will make your boat look brand new and provide great UV protection. Apply Lucas Marine Slick Mist to wet and dry surfaces in sunlight or shade. It's ideal in both fresh and saltwater application and prevents hard water deposits. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
The future of boating is here. Now, get all the thrilling performance of an Evinrude E-Tech G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Bass fishing's fun, but half of these tournaments is like a boat race, trying to beat everybody down the lake. And with that Evinrude E-Tech G2, it's like driving a Corvette. That thing is passing everybody.
All the best-in-class torque of the Evinrude E-Tech G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower.
This is a whole nother level. The G2 is awesome.
To learn more, visit evinrude.com.
You know, I've never really had an office job.
Ooh, morning, Skate.
Morning, Edwin. Go to teamgtfishing.com to see more.
Is there a place where the underwater images are the clearest you've ever seen? We're seeing every fish, we're seeing every detail of structure, and where every bottom contour was visible, where whatever you wanted to see below the surface was real. Do you want to go? Structure Scan 3D is the future of fishing. We can show you how to find fish faster and catch fish in a way you've never experienced. Let's get them.
Anytime you're getting a check on any tournament, I don't care if it's the first place check or the first check in the money, it's a good day. So to get paid to go fishing is an awesome feeling.
Welcome to Championship Sunday on the Wild West Bass Trail. We've got overcast skies, 10 pros out there, led by Southern California Ranger Pro Laith Moore. Laith's got a 4-pound lead on second place, and 10 pounds separate first from 10th. It's gonna be a wild day out there, Gary. All week, these fish have been moving in and out on flat points from about 5 to 20 feet of water. What did we see this morning?
Well, this morning we've got completely different conditions. Overcast skies, a beautiful breeze just to break that light penetration, but it's really warm, and it stayed warm overnight, and these fish have moved in. There's been a big wave of fish that's come shallow. We're seeing them swimming around in 1 to 2 foot of water this morning, and big ones. Today, somebody's probably gonna break that 20-pound bag.
Going out today, it's a little bit cloudy. Haven't really had these conditions. It's either been windy or calm and sunny. I don't really know how it's going to affect my fish.
I feel pretty good. I get 14, 15. I'm not around a lot of big fish, not like some of these big largemouth and smallmouth that I'm seeing bringing in, but the fish I'm getting, you know, they've been consistent, so hopefully they hold up.
I think I'm ready for what today's going to offer. We have a little bit of overcast. It seems to me more and more fish are moving up for me, but I feel like if I can see them, I can catch them.
Basically, I was just fishing main lake and secondary points. I really didn't go to the backs of coves. I just eliminated that water and I just jam across to the next point. And then when I get over there, I just work it slow. I throw it out, fish it like a weightless Senko kinda. The key was, I think, was really just letting it sit on the bottom. I mean, I let it sit for 2 minutes, you know what I mean? That's how I fish it. Let it, shake it on slack line, just let it sit. And, you know, I knew I was around fish. I saw some fish in practice, these areas I was fishing, and I saw them cruising, and I knew they were there. The cold weather kind of was telling me, I saw beds, you know, brushed on, but they were not locked on, so I basically I figured they'd pulled out and they were gonna be pulling up and down on points, so that's kind of why I chose to do that. You love it.
So in the morning, I come into this cut. So I went through there, I didn't see any fish, so I'm like, all right. I'm thinking of what I'm gonna do next, and I turn to the side, and I see this fish. I'm like, looks like a big carp, and then I saw the tail, you know, wasn't split. That's a bass right there. That's a big fish. I turn around, talon down, so I'm sitting there looking, I make this long cast, you know, to the back, kind of like looking at it, and I'm like shaking it, and it kind of turns, boom, hits it, I set the hook, and then it comes up and makes one big jump, and I'm like, oh, this is a big largemouth. Look at the size of that largemouth.
Woo! Woo! Look at that! Yeah! Look at that. Right in the nose. Perfect. Amen. That took a big weight off my shoulders. So then I figured I have a shot to win. That was an adrenaline rush and a really momentum changer, you know, just in my attitude, at least for a big part of the day.
Yeah! We'll be right back out on Lake Mohave after this break.
Lucas Oil's synthetic blend 2-cycle outboard engine oil will not only produce a level of confidence with each trip to the lake, but also provide trust backed by rigorous testing on the track as well as on the water. Lucas Synthetic Blend 2-cycle oil has an extensive additive package that will provide clean burning, smooth running, and maximum performance stability to any outboard on the market today. Lucas Synthetic Blend 2-cycle oil will not void your manufacturer's warranty. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine Products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
Launching a Ranger aluminum boat that's cut full of holes may sound a little crazy, but with so much closed-sail foam inside, it's easy to see the added safety and stability. It's a huge confidence booster, especially with so much quality inside, along with Evinrude E-Tech's unrivaled performance and 300 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance. Ranger aluminum is built to excel and priced to be yours.
Power your Ranger with Evinrude E-Tech. Want to achieve the highest performance out of your outboard engine? Introducing the newest product from the makers at Lucas Oil, Marine Fuel Treatment and Injector Cleaner. Lucas Marine Fuel Treatment stabilizes fuel and eliminates corrosion. It cleans and lubricates the complete fuel system. Perfect for marine outboard applications. Eliminates the need for higher octane fuels and will not void your warranty. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine Products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
The future of boating is here. Now, get all the thrilling performance of an Evinrude E-Tech G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Bass fishing's fun, but half of these tournaments is like a boat race, trying to beat everybody down the lake. And with that Evinrude E-Tech G2, it's like driving a Corvette. That thing is passing everybody.
All the best-in-class torque of the Evinrude E-Tech G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower.
This is a whole nother level. The G2 is awesome.
To learn more, visit evinrude.com.
Wild West Bass Trail is brought to you by Evinrude, official engine of the Wild West Bass Trail. Super clean, super easy, super fast, super clean. General Tire, anywhere is possible. By Protect the Harvest, keeping our traditions alive for future generations. Lowrance, for anglers who want it all. And by Power Pole, official shallow water anchor of the Wild West Bass Trail.
Welcome back. The leaderboard is shifting. Let's get right out to the action.
I was nervous, you know, you're always nervous about Justin Kerr because you just know he's going to bring in a big bag. Troy Linder was the closest one, you know, he was in second. And Troy was, you know, I was really worried about him, but, you know, Kerr's always the one that, those two guys right there I was kind of scared of. So I went back to my area where I caught the 19 pounds and there just wasn't much left. So that's why I caught two. She felt better than she looked.
So I was just making long casts and just trying to finesse these fish. And it got tougher through, you know, as each day went by, it got tougher, but I didn't know what else. I had a whole bunch of stuff tied on, you know, if I did encounter bedfish. I tried jerk baiting, I tried swim baiting, neither of those panned out, especially when the wind came up, I thought that would be good. Oh man, it needs cardio when you got that. That's gonna help. Not a giant, but I got the giant.
It's been actually really tough today. Kind of getting ready to make another move, and I'm getting real close to thinking about ditching my pattern and trying something else. I've tried, I just got a hit.
Oh, my lucky camera guy's here with me.
Local pro Jesse Milisevich is building on his 2-day limit of over 27 pounds.
All right. Woo! Number 4. You know, it's a start. I know I'm a little bit behind, but I think I got a chance at this, and a couple more good fish. I think I could be right in it.
1:30. I got an hour and a half. I think I'm 1 or 2 bites away, good bites away from, you know, moving up the standings quite a bit. There's one. Oh, come on, be a big one. Be a big one.
net. Yes.
You know, I got a 4-pounder and 3 2-pounders, right around 2, a little over, a little less. But you know, a good fish for this lake is you know, just under 3 pounds. That seems to be the average.
There you go. Yes! 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 Woo!
Brian Smith. You got it, buddy. 1454.
Brian Smith takes the lead with 41.80 pounds. Arizona pro Justin Kerr steps to the scales.
This is Mr. Justin Kerr. Oh boy, and that's our biggest and our limit fish. Look at that fish. Oh, he's got it. 1898.
Justin takes the lead and the hot seat, enduring the onslaught of Western States.
1608, a fantastic bag, not quite enough. 1189, 1189. He needs 1696, he's got 1283. Big fish, oh boy! Show you the largemouth bass. 1640 is what we need. It is 1627.
The last angler to weigh in is Day 2 leader Lake Mohave.
Let's weigh him up and see who's going to be our champion. He needs 1236. He's got 13. He's our champion. On Mohave, he is the Wild West Bass Trail ProAm champion.
Gary, Lake Mohave wasn't easy, but it did not disappoint. It was rewarding, especially for our top 3 guys. 3rd place, Troy Linder. 2nd place, Justin Kerr. And by 1 pound, Leif Moore takes the title.
You know, Leif did an awesome job. And he did it all throwing a Yamamoto Ika. And he's the only guy in the field doing it, fishing shallow, weightless, and slow. What a great job. Justin Kerr, you gotta love him. He's an awesome fisherman, but he called it. He said, you gotta fish perfect to win. And he lost too many fish on day 1 and day 2. Troy, awesome fishing family. He brought a technique from way up north with him, a little black hair jig, or a fly as we call it. And that's what actually caught a lot of fish for him, especially today when the fishing was a little bit tougher. Couldn't pick 3 better guys. They did awesome.
Be sure to join us next time on the Wild West Bass Trail when we visit Lake Havasu.